Hello and welcome to another edition of Open Studios here at NCM Hub. My name is Lily Doucette, and today I am joined by the General Chair of the Yankee Homecoming events this week, Brittany Verville.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much for coming in.
I appreciate it.
So would you mind sharing a bit about your background, maybe how you found yourself in this position?
Yeah, absolutely. So I joined Yankee Homecoming in an effort to make friends. We moved to Newburyport. At that point, it was about 5 years, and I didn't know anybody our own age, so I looked for a volunteer organization, and I stumbled upon them and have been hook, line, and sinker ever since.
Wonderful. Well, would you mind sharing a bit about the history of Yankee Homecoming? Because it's a very long-standing tradition here in Newburyport now, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So this year we celebrated the 68th anniversary. It is the nation's longest-running festival of its kind, which is really cool. Really, the whole purpose is to bring the community together. There are some long-standing traditions, so kind of the old-fashioned Sunday has been there for as long as it stood. There's been new events that have been spun up. It's ever evolving, which is really cool.
Could you share a bit about what we have to look forward to in this year's parade?
Yes, that's a good question. So we have a lot of different performers. There's bagpipers, there's the high school battle of the bands winner, which is really cool. I do enjoy that there is the availability for nonprofits to participate. It's a cool way to see who's out there without having to go very far. So. You know Yankee Homecoming is happening when you start to see the chairs.
My name is Barney Levitt. I'm a realist oil painter, and a lot of my work, I've tried to infuse a little humor and whimsy in my work. I've been doing it for as long as I've been able to hold a crayon when I was really little. I went to school and got my degree in fine art painting, and I love being an oil painter.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Mariano. I'm from the Newburyport area, and I have been an art therapist and an art teacher, and just recently in retirement decided to start making my own paintings, and I love abstract art. I listen to jazz while I paint, so there's like a jazz theme in most of what I do.
Hello, I'm Michael Updike, and my work is all on slate roof tiles. And what I'm doing is carving past the patina to get to the fresher stone. I have some other tricks, such as a gold or silver leafing, and I sort of gravitate towards the avian or the oceanic themes.
My name is Muriel Angelil, and I'm an abstract artist, and I also do prints, sculpture, and watercolors.
I'm Nancy Clunin. I'm from Plymouth, Mass. I'm an abstract painter as well, and I get most of my fuel from looking down as I'm walking the dogs.
My name is Tina Rawson. I work in Newburyport. I live here as well, and I love working with color. I love working with expressive brush strokes and making people feel things through my paint. I think that it's important to put joy into my art. That's what I attempt to do.
Paul Ringett, otherwise known as the Artful Carver. I make clocks, coasters, I do map clocks, map coasters, I do sports stadiums. I do things that are relevant to people, or I feel like relevant. People love where they live, and why not celebrate that with some different functional art pieces.
Hi, my name is Jeannie Fash, and this is Marty. And I make pottery, and Marty helps and makes all the shelving. We try to make all kinds of different things. It's just whatever I can think of. The latest things are these little goofy vases and magnets that are like little fishies. And this is my favorite thing. It's a bottle, and it has a whale on it.
Good afternoon. Here representing the art of Young Yil, a lady that came over to the U.S. in 1980s. She took up watercolor painting after they closed their store, and I was so impressed with the quality of her work that I took it upon myself to launch a website, theartofyoung.com, and come to art show.
Hi, I'm Dave Essence, and I run the Red F Custom Hiking Sticks. Beautiful, functional art. But each one, I say what type of wood it is and where I found it. But there's nothing I can't carve onto a stick.
Hi, my name is Ronnie Ng, and I have decorated shells, and then I have hand-painted lines such as yoga, aqua, etc. And they're watercolor and pastels.
I'm Pat Stewart from Surfing Goat Soaps at Hames and Axel Farm. We raise Nigerian dwarf goats, and from that we make our goat's milk soap, which is all natural, with essential oils and natural colorants. We want to make sure that we give back to the planet as much as we can, and we take care of it and make sure that everything we do is with the planet in mind.
My name is Addie, and I make earrings. I'm 12 years old, and I'm going into 7th grade at the Knox Middle School. I find charms that I think would be perfect for earrings and attach them and try and find places where I can sell them.
Hi, I'm Mike with French Press Candle Company. We make candles and support our rescues. We've given about $50,000 back to animal rescues around the country and locally. And we have whiskey candles and jar candles and all sorts of things.
Hi, my name's Kate. I'm the owner of Play Horse. We do illustrations on bags that are leather and reused from thrift stores or that they're going to be thrown out. I have a background in animation, and now I'm doing this.
And I run Mog's Art Studio. And I'm here to showcase my art, which is oil paintings, greeting cards, coasters, but also terrariums, which are made with everything I resource from my backyard, farm, forest, beach, you name it, everything ends up in these glass terrariums. And my background is in biological forensic anthropology, so that's probably where that comes from.
My name is Amanda Sharp. I'm the owner of Irrigated Roots, where I have handmade soap, room sprays, wax melts, crystals, and fresh flower bouquet bar.
Hi everyone, my name is Simone. I'm the owner of Marable Jewelry. It's a demi-fine jewelry brand inspired by my life here in New England. So as you can see, it's very coastal, very classy chic. We have a lot of natural pearls, sterling, gold, a little lapis that reminds me of the beautiful Atlantic Ocean.
Hi, my name is Kathy Jodka, and I'm the owner of Catherine Marie Designs, and I make leather wrap bracelets and beaded jewelry. I hand sew them all. I take 2 pieces of leather and hand sew the beads down the leather cord.
Hi, I'm Gemma Shakespeare, and I started Gemma's Arts and Crafts. I do custom artwork, paintings, and shells. I started this business when I was 12. I'm now 16. And this is my 2nd year doing the Yankee Homecoming, and I highly recommend it to anyone who loves crafts.
Hi, I'm Nick Rayo from Nick Rayo Photography. I do landscapes, weddings, I do fantasy shoots. I make people look like they levitate. That's really cool. And I just love having my camera in my hands. It makes me happy.
My name's Lisa. I am the owner of the See By Me. This is all food-safe epoxy resin that I use to create really beautiful serving boards and a lot of different wall art pieces. Really proud of my work, really happy to be doing it. Still get delighted when a wave comes the right way on a piece of work.
Waiter Waitress Race is a huge hit. That's on Liberty Street. That one's probably the most entertaining, mostly because any business, any local restaurant in Newburyport can participate. They have to compete in a women's and a men's division. They have to keep everything on their tray, and they have to go through obstacles, and there's parts where like kids are chucking Cheerios, and like the gleam in their eyes that they get to throw food in an adult is just like pure magic. It's great. There's a ton of like community spirit and people cheering each other on, and out there with fry pans, like Portavita was banging on a fry pan and singing and having a great time despite it being 1,000 degrees.
What is your favorite event of the week?
Ironically enough, it's not one that the Yankee Homecoming nonprofit sponsors. It's the one the Lion Club does. I love to see the bed race. Husband, and we're gonna bring our 2 kids, and I think my son loves the motorcycle that goes up and down the street, but it's like that just gives me the sensation of community and the buzz and people having little lemonade stands, and like it's a heart-filling event, so it's fun.